Alright lads, it's that magical time of year again. EA is back in the lab, stirring the same recycled soup and slapping a new number on the tin. Welcome to EA Sports FC 26, and whether you're cautiously hopeful or already brewing rage in the comments, one thing's certain, this year might be different. Why? Because this is EA's second full run since the FIFA divorce. And let's be honest, FC 25 was basically FIFA 23 wearing sunglasses. Sure, it brought in some gimmicks, a fancy highlighter tool to rewatch your sweaty rebound goals, and a chemistry system so confusing it made calculus look friendly. But deep down, it still felt like reheated leftovers from the FIFA buffet. But FC 26, it's moving. Literally, EA bought TRACAB, and no, it's not a new villain from the Avengers. It's a real company that tracks 600 million data points per match. That means player joints, movements, ball physics, probably even the way the referee adjusts his socks, all being scanned and shoved into the game. The goal? Every sprint, turn and tackle should look like the real thing. So when Haaland barrels through defenders like a Norse war god, you'll feel the trauma. And that's not all. We've got whispers of career mode finally getting attention after being left in the career mud, and a mid-August release to dodge GTA 6 upcoming extinction event. It's a mix of confirmed stuff, believable leaks, and good old trust me bro rumors. But if EA doesn't bottle it, this could be more than just a fancy squad update. It could actually feel like a new game. And if they do bottle it, well, we'll have content and memes. Lots of memes. Let's dive in. Alright, so EA's been screaming realism louder than a Sunday League striker calling for a pass he's never getting. But this time, they've actually brought in some serious machinery. Enter TRACAB. No, it's not a Marvel villain. It's an optical tracking system from the real world. And it makes EA's old motion capture suits look like something out of a PlayStation 2 school project. Seriously, remember those ping pong ball suits? Yeah, they've been retired like Arjen Robben's hairline. EA bought TRACAB in early 2025, and it's kinda nuts. This thing can track 600 million data points per match. That's every player's 21 joint positions tracked 60 times per second. It even registers ref movements, ball trajectory, and possibly the blades of grass doing the cha-cha in the wind if you look closely enough. So if your left back picks his nose mid-match, that'll be in the game. Authentic. Now here's where it gets spicy: animations. We're talking next level stuff. Not just smoother passing, but actual player-specific movement styles. Remember when EA added Haaland's bizarre arm-swinging sprint and the internet lost its mind like it was the second coming of physics? Yeah, now they can do that for everyone. Imagine Kvaratskheilia's ghost-dodging dribbles, Jude Bellingham doing that goal celebration strut with that face. It's not just visuals, it's personality, finally. Insiders are calling the integration TRACAB, because apparently everything needs a made-up tech name to sound cool. And while EA hasn't officially slapped a logo on it yet, the mission's clear. Make players look and move like their real selves, not just wear their face scans like cheap Halloween masks. Will it fix the other disasters? The teleporting fullbacks, the ball defies physics moments, or keepers with the reaction time of a brick? Probably not. But as far as raw tech upgrades go, this is EA's boldest leap in years. Now let's just pray they don't put hyper-real movement packs in fart and charge you coins to unlock your striker's natural running style. But let's be honest, they absolutely will. Let's talk cinematic fluff, the part of the game that makes you feel like you're watching Super Sunday, even though you're getting absolutely rinsed 5-0 in division rivals and your controller's halfway through your TV. Back in FC 25, EA dropped the highlighter tool, basically a replay editor for your ego. You could slap on dramatic angles, add zooms, and pretend that sweaty rebound goal you scored off a deflection was Champions League final material, and to be fair, it wasn't bad. Bit clunky, yeah, like trying to edit a YouTube video on a toaster, but it gave your gameplay some flair. Now in FC 26, EA is apparently going full filmmaker. Highlighter 2.0 is on the cards, rumored to include more camera tools, new filters, and even social sharing options. Because what's the point of scoring a 30-yard knuckleball if you can't immediately send it to the group chat for the lads to rate it with emojis and lies? But that's just the start. With TRACAB now feeding EA real-life movement data, the whole presentation package might get a facelift. Think broadcast-style stat overlays, camera pans that don't make you seasick, and maybe even dynamic commentary. Although let's be real, if the commentators can just stop saying,
"He scored a hat-trick after the fourth goal, wow!"
Also returning is Cranium Tech, that hauntingly realistic face creator from FC25. FC26 might expand it with more hairstyles, more tattoos, and finally a beard that doesn't look like it's been glued on with Pritt stick. Give us texture, EA. Our created players deserve more than face fuzz that looks like it was drawn with a marker. So yeah, presentation-wise, FC26 might actually fool your nan into thinking it's a live match. Gameplay-wise though, that's a separate horror story we'll tackle next. Let's be real, career mode has been the ignored middle child for years. While Ultimate Team gets flashy new promos every other day, career mode has been stuck with the same old boring press conferences and transfer talks that feel more awkward than a bad first date. But FC26, it might finally be the year EA gives career mode the love it's been missing. There are rumors of big upgrades. We're talking proper cutscenes in the locker room, players reacting to your choices, and storylines that actually change over time. Not just player is unhappy with contract. More like your top striker refuses to train. Transfers might finally make sense too. No more PSG trying to sign your backup left back while you're 14th in the table. AI clubs could actually buy players they need and maybe stop offering you peanuts for your 90 rated wonder kid. Tactics are getting smarter as well. Thanks to something called FCIQ 2.0, you'll be able to give players real roles like inverted fullbacks or a false nine that actually worked this year. And training might finally matter. Not just spamming the same drills to boost stats randomly. Women's career mode is also making a stronger return with more leagues and proper tournament formats. And since it's a World Cup year, we might get a tournament mode too. Even if it's called something fake like International Cup 2026. Bottom line, if EA actually delivers on even half of this, career mode might finally be worth playing again. No more skipping through everything just to get to the January transfer window. Maybe. Now let's head over to Ultimate Team, EA's favorite money printing machine powered by smashed controllers and something they like to call pack luck, but we all know it's just legalized pain. In FC26, they're doubling down on the chaos. First up, a new wave of FUT heroes. Word is, 8 new cult legends are getting the call up. Think Cesc Fabregas pulling strings, Gilberto Silva shielding the backline, Michael Carrick casually existing, and Jan Koller, a 6-foot 7-inch tank with the turning circle of a cruise ship. Someone at EA clearly thought, yes, let's bring back the man who makes every header feel like a Mortal Kombat finisher. These heroes aren't quite icons, but they're the kind of players you either loved, and since EA already dropped 11 heroes last time, the math adds up. These 8 are almost definitely next. Now here's where things get spicy. Dynamic chemistry. Not confirmed yet, but some insiders say EA is testing chemistry that adapts to your playstyle, teammates, or even your manager. So instead of linking players just by league or nationality, you might get bonus points for dynamic duos, or building around a specific tactic, like parking the bus with flair or spamming cutbacks with pride. Basically, EA is trying to give chemistry a personality. And of course, evolutions are back. That feature where you turn a bronze donkey into a 90 rated demon over time. It's like Pokemon, but there are no changes listed about it yet. Will Ultimate Team still be sweaty, rage-inducing, and haunted by lag from 2008? Yes, always. But with new heroes, dynamic links, and a likely fake-named International Promo Cup extravaganza, Ultimate Team in FC26 is ready to ruin friendships all over again. Now we're diving into the Game of Thrones side of EA Sports FC, the bloody behind-the-scenes war for licenses. You know, the thing that decides whether your favorite club shows up in the game or gets Thanos snapped into generic FC grey kits like Juventus did back in FIFA 20. Let's kick off with some actual good news for once. Liga MX is back, baby. After spending a weird little holiday in Konami's football graveyard, aka eFootball, aka the place career modes go to die, Mexico's top division has crawled back home. That means all 18 Liga MX clubs are returning, full rosters, official branding, and yes, the mighty Estadio Azteca is back in your stadium selection. Huge W for the North American fanbase and a big middle finger to Konami, who had it locked up like it was a prized antique. But EA isn't just playing defense, they're securing the fortress. All the heavy hitters are still in the game: Premier League, La Liga EA Sports, Bundesliga, Serie A, Champions League, they're not going anywhere. EA's got them tucked away in a vault with more security than Fort Knox. You want big match days, real kits, proper chants, you've got them. On the women's side, it's solid too. WSL, D1 Arkema and NWSL are staying put. No awkward disappearances. No fake teams sneaking in. EA is actually holding the line here, and honestly, it's about time. Of course, there are always whispers, a few unlicensed clubs here, a missing stadium there, but compared to what we have seen before, this year's license game might actually be a win for once. Alright, now for the spicy part of the 2026 World Cup, or whatever EA ends up calling it. Here's the deal, EA doesn't have the official FIFA World Cup license right now, which means no real logos, no official trophy, no road to glory nostalgia, just vibes and a lot of creative branding. Basically, unless EA pulls off some behind the scenes magic or drops a dump truck of cash on FIFA's front lawn, we're not getting the real deal. But of course, EA being EA, there's a rumored backup plan. A bootleg International Cup 2026. Same tournament, different outfit. Expect all the real national teams, likely full groups and knockouts, and players with real faces. Just don't expect to lift the actual World Cup. More like a shiny golden fruit bowl or a futuristic egg. It's like watching Messi lift a chrome pineapple after winning it all. Technically historic but emotionally confusing. Still, for most players, it won't matter. You'll get the tournament, the squads, the drama, and probably a promo campaign with enough fireworks to distract you from the fact that it's not technically licensed. So yeah, the license game's a bit of a mixed bag this year. But with Liga MX back, all the main European leagues still in the vault, and definitely not the World Cup, but wink wink it, is mode likely on the way. FC 26 still has enough content to keep you busy, and enough memes to keep Twitter alive. Ah yes, the user interface, or as most of us know it, that annoying menu maze you speedrun just to open your daily 75 plus pack and cry. But surprisingly, it actually matters. It's the first thing you see when the game boots up, and in FC 26, EA is apparently giving it a glow up. Whether that glow up is helpful or just cosmetic, classic EA mystery. First off, goodbye to FC 25's boring menu leaked branding for FC 26 shows off a new neon teal-esque green vibe. You know, that modern tech startup that sells water bottles for $90 kind of aesthetic. Very sleek, very EA pretending it's innovative. Next up, the main hub's getting a supposed overhaul. Rumors say it'll be more dynamic. Think real-time widgets showing current FOT promos, club form updates, maybe even live scores pulled from the EA Sports app. Because clearly, what you need during a weekend league rage session is a reminder that your actual club is losing 3-0 IRL too. Now here's the unnecessarily cool bit. Highlighter 2.0 might be woven into the UI, so after a game, instead of just staring at boring match stats, you might get an actual highlight reel, camera angles, player heat maps, slow motion, screamers. Basically Sky Sports, but only featuring you missing open goals and getting red cards. And yes, Cranium Tech is back. EA's creepy hyper-realistic face builder is getting even more options. More hairstyles, more beards, more accessories, and hopefully fewer players that look like they were rendered during a lightning strike. So will all this make the game better? Nah. But it'll make it look fresh enough for you to forget that career mode still has press conferences written by an intern on their lunch break. Now this is where it gets spicy. EA, the kings of copy-paste calendars and yearly innovation buzzwords, might actually be switching things up. Word on the street is that FC 26 could release a whole month earlier than usual, not your usual 3 days early if you pre-order and sell your soul early. We're talking mid-August, not late September. So why the sudden change of heart? Two massive reasons. One, the 2025/26 season kicks off in August, and someone at EA finally had a light bulb moment. Wait, maybe we should drop the game when football actually starts, instead of when Arsenal are already top by 10 points and everyone's in crisis mode. It makes sense. Let fans ride the hype of opening day drama, transfer chaos, and early title delusion straight into career mode or ultimate team. No waiting, no spoilers, pure football fever. Second, GTA 6. Yeah, that GTA 6, Rockstar's upcoming gaming nuke, is landing in late 2025. And EA wants no part of that battlefield, because when GTA launches, social media evaporates, Twitch becomes a one-game channel, and your FUT Weekend League turns into a ghost town full of bots, and people rage, quit waiting to go rob a virtual bank. EA's logic: drop FC 26 early, grab your money, dominate August, and get out before the blast radius hits. Now, nothing's locked in just yet. Some insiders still mention that classic September 26th-ish window. But when you connect the dots, faster for promo cycles in FC 25, early marketing leaks, EA's desperate attempt to regain hype after FC 25's lukewarm flop, the early drop sounds real. Oh, and if you're that Ultimate Edition early access warrior, your grind might start as early as August 15th. Packed luck, still trash, servers still cooked, but hey, at least you'll be disappointed a month earlier than usual. Alright, we've trudged through the leaks, rumors, half-truths, marketing hype, and enough PR buzzwords to make your eyes bleed. So let's cut through the noise and ask the only question that matters. Is EA Sports FC 26 actually a step forward? Or is it just FC 25 with a new haircut and slightly better lighting? On paper, it actually sounds kinda good. New TRACAB tech that could finally fix those spaghetti limb animations. Liga MX is back. Career mode might actually have a storyline. FUT is getting new heroes. And maybe chemistry with a personality. Clubs is getting crossplay. There's talk of early release to line up with the real football season. Honestly, for a company that once sold FIFA 21 on Switch with the slogan, "It's the same game." Yes, they actually did that. This is real movement. But let's not forget who we're dealing with. This is the same people who will show you a Haaland cutscene and call it a gameplay overhaul. The same company that puts a new UI on old bugs and tells you it's revolutionary. The same devs who've been working on referees since the Obama presidency. So let's break this thing down. Gameplay and realism. If TRACAB actually works, we might get smoother, more player-specific animations. But if matches still feel like 22 Roombas lagging across a minefield, who cares? Career mode sounds deep, sounds dramatic, but if it's just more fluff slapped on the same broken transfer logic, your save will crash before January. Again, feet, new cards and dynamic chemistry? Yes, please, but it's still a pay-to-win rage fest with Division 3 sweats who time green every volley like it's their full-time job. Clubs, crossplay is a game changer. If they get it right, big if, this could actually revive clubs. If they get it wrong, it's back to watching your 6 feet 6 inch striker teleport out of bounds mid-sprint. So, is FC 26 the real deal? Maybe. If EA delivers even half of what they've teased, this could actually feel like the first true next-gen football experience. But until that day comes, we grind, we rage, we lose to scripting in Division 4, and we pray to the pack gods like it's a religion.